Hi, everyone. Um, First of all, I'd like to say we did the past weekend, we did two concerts of the repertoire we're always doing here, the General Medieval and the Lullabies. And I was thrilled to see some people that I'd only known through seeing them every Friday here. And it was so nice meeting some of you in person. It really made my day. I thought it's wonderful. So my dream is that we can one day all meet somehow in London as the central point, I guess, and go through all the songs together and have a sort of in retreat party. I don't know if Claire thinks that's going to be possible, but anyway, today we're doing a song that we actually sang in the concert, and it's a very sweet one of our favorite songs that we like to do a lot. Eddie Bedu. So I'm thrilled to do an English song, and even though it is medieval English, which I'm sure I'm going to make mistakes, but as is the case with medieval French or English, there are different opinions about the pronunciation. And at the end of the day, you have to make a decision and just sometimes the decision is based on how it fits with this, with the music and for the clarity of the word, for example. And for this one, there are versions on YouTube. There's an Anonymous 4 one, which doesn't seem to be too different to what we're doing. So I was very pleased when I listened to that to say, yes, that's kind of what we have decided to. But there may be some slight differences. So if you hear a version where it's slightly different, just don't worry about it. This is what happens with this kind of thing where some researchers have some opinion and then that gets debated and there can't ever be a full agreement on this thing. Anyway, I think Steph will put up the translation so that we know exactly what you're singing. But I'd like to, or maybe before I forget all this, next week is going to be our third in the rhythm of three workshops where we do a mini recital. So we will sing this song and last week's two lullabies. So, and a few solos. And I hope you can come to that. And then I was oh yes, Stella Splendens. For those of you who would like to take part in that, when we screen one of these concerts, which will be, I think, 30th of September is one of them, 23rd, Claire, is another one, I think. Um, we wanted to play, like we did for the Hildegard, a video of you singing Stella Splendens just 5 minutes before the showing of the film. So you may have received an email or you're about to. I think Steph has sent some out. So I made a recording. We will do two verses, not the three. I thought three may be a bit too long. I did two, but I had problems with my recording equipment. The sound isn't great. It is slightly distorted, but I think it'll serve for you just to sing along to it. And then you send us your video and your recording, and we'll be thrilled to put it up there like we did for the Hildegard. So um, if you haven't received an email yet and you would like to be involved, please write to Steph or write to us, let us know so that you can be included in the list and get all the information. So I think we should start singing. I will do a slightly more comfortable key to start with. Sometimes I forget doing the higher key. I apologize for that. I promised last week something. Oh, we're going to do it in a higher key, and then I forgot. But I try to remember today that we do this in a comfortable key, the learning key, and later a tone higher as well, for those of you who like singing a bit higher. So, Eddie Beidou, the pronunciation of line 1. Eddie Beidou. So you see that weird P that is like a P and B. That's the thu. Yeah. So Eddie Beidou, heaven Quaina. So blessed be thou, Queen of Heaven. It's lovely. Now, this is an unusual medieval song, especially we've done Stella Splendens, where it was all in fifths, the open fifth. Now, this one is very unusual that it has thirds in it. So when we sing the two parts, it does sound very different to other medieval songs. You will see that. I'm trying today to get through both voices so that you can sing along. If you learn both of them will be great. It isn't that there's a vast difference, it's only a third lower. So that you can sing along each time. I will do. So we will start off with the higher voice, with the melody. Line 1. Hey, du heaven quaina. Let's do that again. Hey, du heaven quaina. Then line 2. Volkes frovrend engles bliss. Volkes frov, so it's an open O, like Volkes frovrend engles bliss. So we do say the g here, the G, engles bliss. Although I've heard versions where they go engles bliss as well. I think let's go for the strong G. So, Volkes frovrend engles bliss. Let's do the both lines together. And du heaven quaina, Volkes frovrend engles bliss. Good. So now the next two lines, the melody is the same. We just need to sort out the pronunciation. Now, it is the unblemished mother and pure virgin is mother umwemed. Wemed. Yeah, so mother umwemed and maiden kleiner. So let's, and then it is switch in world nun othernis. Switch in world non othernis. So such as no other is in this world. That's kind of pretty close to. So I will do both lines together. Here's the note. Moderum wemed and maiden kleiner, switch in world non othernis. So let's do it from the beginning again, up to here before we go on to the B section. And du heaven quaina, Volkes frovrend engles bliss. Moderum wemed and maiden kleiner, switch in world non othernis. So now, on the hit, there's our this with the again. So as for thee, it is most readily seen that of all women, you have the prize. So the melody of the B section is on their heat is welleth saner. On the heat is welleth saner. Yeah. So we do, I always like when I learn it and I just have the text to put the amount of notes that are on some syllables. I know some of you like that method. So it is he hit and where helleth. So it goes on the heat is welleth saner. of alle women, du habest that Preis. Of alle women, alle, like we say in German, alle. So that's where the common thread of German and English come into play. Alle women, of alle women, du habest that Preis. So let's do the whole B section again. And on the heat is well zijn of alle women, du habest that Preis. Now, melody-wise, we're going back to the A section. Mi suete leve di her mi bene. I say that once more. Mi suete leve di her mi bene, and riu of May the wheel is, and riu of May if the will is. Okay, let's sing it. It'll become clearer maybe. Mi suete leve di her mi bene, and riu of May if the will is. Right, I will do now from the B section till the end, on the hit. On the hit is well zijn of alle women, du habest that Preis. Mi suete leve di her mi bene, and riu of May if the will is. So here we are now with the whole verse. I would like to introduce now the second one. Like that, if you think you'll stick to the first one anyway, you can practice along. If you'd like to sing, just keep singing the higher one. But it's so interesting with the two voices. So we're starting on the third. If we're doing this in here, I'm doing it in E flat. So we're singing Eighty Beidhu, heaven a queen, Volkes Florent Englis please. So we've just got 3 notes for this voice. We're starting off on the third note, the third. Heavener, we're going down to the second note, and then back to the third, second, first, 2, 3, 2, 1. So it's very simple. Let's all of us sing it so that it's nice to know both voices. Eighty Beidhu, heaven a queen, Volkes Florent Englis please. And the same again with the next 2 lines, same melody, starting on the third. Moderum venet and meiden klein, switch in world none other knees. So up till here now, whoever sings the wants to stick with the soprano, let's sing it together. Soprano starts on one, and altos and tenors, altos and baritones here. And Eighty Beidhu, heaven a queen, Volkes Florent Englis please. And Moderum venet and meiden klein, switching world none other needs. Now, I will do that again, singing the top line. So whoever learned now the lower, sing along with me, so to have the feeling of the duet. And Lady Bay, du heaven acquain, Volkes frur and Englis bliss. Moderum wenend meinen kleine, switching world none other needs. Good, let's look at the B section, which was da da dee da da dee da 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 for the high voices. Now we're going to do second note for the lower voices. On their heat is swelleth sane. So we're starting on the second note and going down. On their heat is welleth sane of alle women who harvest that praise. Can we now do, if you're doing soprano, sing along with us lower voices, and then I'll switch it round. So for the higher voices, it was na, 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 and we are doing na, 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 and on their heat is welleth sane of alle women do harvest that praise. Let's switch that around. If you're lower voice, sing along now with, and I will do the higher, so you get the feel of the duet, okay? And on their heat is welleth sane of alle women do harvest that praise. Now the return to the A with mi sueta levedi. I will do this twice now. First singing the lower voice and the second time the higher. So try to do either so you can learn the duet. Okay, so I'm starting with the lower ones. Okay, so we're doing da, 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 da. Mi suete leve di her mi bane and rio of maid thee will is. I will do soprano and suete leve di her mi bane and rio of night thee will is. So, I hope that wasn't too confusing. I think what I ought to do now is sing through all of verse 1 as the lower voice, and if you either want to still learn that one, sing with me that, or if you are very comfortable and want to feel the duet feeling, sing the higher voice. So if you do the higher voice, you do na, 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 na. And if you are doing the lower with me, we're starting on the third. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Lady Bay, du hevne queen, Volkes froh, wenn Englis blies. Moderum wene den Maiden klein, switching world none other needs. On their heat is welleth sane of alle women du harvested pris. Vi svete leve de her mi bein, and rew of May the willies. I will swap around now. So if you're, hopefully you're comfortable with the lower note. Here is your third, and here's the note for the higher notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Eidi du even aquene, Volkes Fruhr and Anglis bliss. Moderum wened and maiden klein, sweet in word nun abenis. On their heat is when it's said of alle women who harvested praise. Mi svete leve die her mi bein, and rew of May if thee willies. Great. So I hope you enjoyed that and got the feeling of the duet. I need to talk through verse 2, talk and sing through it, hopefully. So, oh, good, Steph. Thanks for that. The translation. Thou didst ascend like the first dawn. It's beautiful. That brings dark night to an end. So, thu astair, the dairiu, the daleth from the derke nicht. Okay, so I will sing it, and then like that we can get used to that pronunciation as well. So, thu astair. I'll do the soprano bit for now. Thu astair so that I hear you, the daleth from the derken Licht. I will do that again so you get used to where we're putting what. So the a gets the high note, the a of astair, and then the da gets the high note. So here we are. Du astair so that I hear you, the daleth from the derken Licht. One more time. Du astair so that I hear you, the daleth from the derken Licht. I will do the, while we're at it, I will do the altos and basses now. Du astair so that I do, the daleth from the derken Licht. One more time. Du astair so that I do, the daleth from the derken Licht. Now the next bit, high notes on of the sprung, lay me knew that all this world haveth licht. So that's a kind of ch, close to the German. I think not as hard. I don't think it's licht, but it's a sort of soft licht. Okay, so let's sing the high notes, the high voices for this one. And of this sprange layman knew that all this world hath believed. Once more. And of the sprange layman knew that all this world hath believed. So, once through with the lower voices. Of the sprange layman knew that all this world hath believed. One more time. Of the sprange layman knew that all this world hath believed. Good. Then B section. We're running out of time, unfortunately. I will try and do this quickly now. High voices. These none mighty of thee hue, so fire, so shine, so ruddy, so bricht. Once more. These none mighty of thee hue, so fire, so shine, so ruddy, so bricht. Now it says nies non meide. I've seen a version that says where we have that weird letter that is like a P and B, so these. I don't know. Claire, do you know anything about it? I thought
no,
it was
I don't.
but it could be nies. Maybe
my
I've got it wrong, but
original.
let's stick with what you've got written. Let's do nies non meide. Okay, I don't want to. Let's stick what you've got. So it is nies non mighty of thee hue, so fire, so shine, so ruddy, so bricht. And then the return to A section is sway the levity of maid you, and have mercy of thine Knecht. I will do that again. Swear the levity of maid you, and have mercy of thine Knecht. Yeah, so unfortunately we're running out of time for this second verse to do. I'm sure I can just sing it through once for you. So all of verse 2 now. I will sing the high voice. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Du hast I so that I you the death from the darkening of the strong layman you, that all this world hath believed. These none mighty of thee you, so fire, so shine, so ruddy, so bright. Sweat me, sweat a levity of a you, and have mercy of thine Knecht. I'm getting confused there because I have a version where it is me sweat a levity, which makes the transition somehow easier. So, na, 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 na. Me sweat a levity, me sweat a levity of a you. Can we keep that. And I know that that's on the Anonymous 4, they're doing that as well. It somehow is easier to sing as well. So mi sueta levati, put a mi in front of sueta. Okay, that has to be it, but next week we will have time to go through this properly again before we start our mini recital. So I hope you come, and I hope you enjoyed it, and go maybe sing along with both voices. It's so nice when it sounds together. So maybe in our chaos now, Claire, if there's nothing else to announce.
There are a few things to announce, because first of all,
okay.
the most important thing is please come at 7:15 every Wednesday now until the 21st of October. We are going to have a singing workshop, because we've now got a series of concerts and concert plays where there's music that we'd love to share with you. So the first one obviously will be this Wednesday at 7:15, and we're going to work on a piece from the Libra of Mel, the Spanish collection. We've done quite a few pieces from called Complicimus, which we sang together as the final piece in our concert on Sunday, our medieval concert. Actually, I'm talking rubbish. We're doing lullabies, aren't we, this week? So it's a risque love lilt. I'm talking absolute rubbish. That's the following week. This week, I'm so confused. There's so much happening. We pre-recorded stuff, so I mean, my head is in a bit of a spin. So no, that's the following week. This week at 7:15, we'll do the risque love lilt, which we did in the lullaby concert, which was on Saturday when we did it live. So. Do put 7:15 every Sunday, every Wednesday. I can't speak. I need to go back to bed. Every Wednesday, 7:15. We will now be doing a workshop as well as this one at 11 o'clock on a Friday. So do put that in your diary, and then that will be followed at 8 o'clock by the film. So the next one is Lullabies. Currently, we have a wonderful film by our viol, oud player, bagpipe player, you name it, he plays it, Giles Lewin, introducing him to the instruments, which has got some really funny things in it. I really enjoyed watching it. If you haven't seen it, do have a look on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. Thank you to everyone who supported the crowdfunder. We didn't quite get there yet, but we have done really brilliantly, and towards our 5,000 target, we're now on over 4,000. So if you would like to give, we still have a way of giving to the old In Retreat system, which is still up there. So crowdfunder.co.uk/in-retreat. Sorry, the telling in retreat, I think, isn't it, Steph? Is that right? Can you look it up for me? Thank you. You can still do that, but thank you to everybody who's got us very, very far along the line. We are very nearly there, so thank you ever so much for supporting us. 4th of October, we do now, as you probably saw in the new newsletter, we have a concert lined up in Hove at St Barnabas Church. We've got several people already booked for it, which is great. We've only got 40 places, so do book for that if you can. Until we hear otherwise from the government, that is going ahead. So that is really wonderful, and we're really looking forward to coming to Brighton and Hove. What else? There's probably something else, but the most important thing by far is to say that today is Ariane's birthday. So I think we should all sing happy birthday to her.
Thank you. You weren't supposed to say that. Never
I was supposed to say that, definitely, definitely. Is there anything else I need to say? Well, we said about next week, we said about coming on Wednesdays, 4th of October. Yeah, I think that's it. So much happening, it's hard to know. Anyway, let's unmic anyone who wants to, and let's sing Ariane happy birthday. Is that a good note to start on? Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ariane. Happy birthday to you.
Lovely, thank you. I don't know, is it me, Claire, or is this getting better and more synchronized every week?
Maybe they're on it. Maybe we're all finally going to be able to sing together. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed. But anyway,
I mean,
we'll
when
sing
you
together in
compare to
reality.
when you compare to the first time where it sounded awful, this is actually now starting to.
There was a chord there. We got a chord. How did that happen? That's never happened before.
I know.
It's in honor of your birthday, Ariane.
Yeah, thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. See you on Wednesday, Sunday.
Bye.
See you next Friday too. Bye-bye.
Bye.